I'm Galia from CHOC Chick, and today I want to show you a choc-tastic recipe that is ideal for the holiday season. It's really brilliant as a gift or just as a wonderful treat at the end of your Thanksgiving or Christmas meal or Hanukkah meal. And it's slightly naughty truffles. They're raw chocolate, so there's the raw chocolate goodness. And rather than using cream, I'm going to use coconut cream. So it's completely dairy-free, it's gluten-free, it's low sugar, but it still feels and tastes quite decadent and delicious. So here's what you need. First of all, you need the ingredients that you'll find in the CHOC Chick kits or our CHOC Chico kits. So we've got our organic raw cacao butter. We've got about 100 grams, which is 9 ounces. And then we need our organic raw cacao powder. We're going to use around 7 tablespoons for this recipe. And to sweeten, we'll use the Sweet Freedom that you can find in your kits. You can use agave syrup or maple syrup if you have a different sweetener that you'd prefer, but this is one of our favorite sweeteners, and it's low glycemic and low sugar. We're going to add some vanilla, and instead of heavy cream or double cream, which you can use if you wanted to make a dairy version, we're going to use coconut cream, which is incredible. So some other ingredients we'll need. We need some ground almonds to bulk up the truffles, and then to roll the truffles in, you can have desiccated coconuts. We've got some chopped hazelnuts. You can use some ground almonds or some more of the cacao powder. So these we'll be using afterwards, and it's just as much as you need to roll the truffles in. Right, let's get started. So it's our simple raw choc recipe, which is the basis for everything. And all we need is a pan of water, so it's not too full, and a bowl over it, and we're going to put it on a low heat. So we will melt the cacao butter and pop it in there. And this is probably the longest bit. We just wait for it to melt. You want to let it melt quite slowly and gently. You don't want to overheat the cacao. The cacao butter is melted and it's beautiful and golden, and I've turned the heat off now, so we don't need to keep heating it anymore. And I'm going to add, rather than 6 tablespoons, which is the normal simple raw choc recipe, we're going to add 7 because we want to make it a little bit thicker. So 6, I think, and there's one more, 7. So not super heaped. So that's 7 tablespoons. And we just mix that in. I use a metal whisk. It helps blend all the ingredients. So rather than a wooden spoon to mix it together, I recommend using a metal whisk. It's much easier. Next, we're going to add the Sweet Freedom. And I'm going to put about 5 tablespoons. I do like this really sweet. So I usually do 5 tablespoons and a little squirt for good luck. I think that was 5. And then an extra squirt there. And just don't want to lose any of the drops there. So, and then we'll mix it, and you can see it's getting a lot thicker. So we've got a nice thick, almost like a chocolate ganache feel to it. So it's not as runny as your normal raw chocs that we make. So that's lovely and thick. And now we can add some vanilla, and it's up to you how much you add. I really love the taste of really good vanilla, so I just go mad a bit. I have no idea how many drops, probably 20, 50. So, right, oh, it smells amazing. Must taste, make sure you've got the right mix of everything. That's gorgeous. So now I'm going to add the coconut cream. And you can use normal heavy cream or double cream, but this is a really brilliant alternative. It's so delicious. And it's completely dairy-free, of course. So I have 3 tablespoons so far. I'm using all the cream bits rather than the watery bit. So we'll just mix that in first. And you'll see it's going to become a lot creamier. And it blends really, really well. So I'll mix all of it in, and the next bit is the ground almonds. So you can add ground almonds, you don't have to add them, but I liked adding them because they give a little bit of a nice texture to it. But if you want to make it nut-free and just make a coconut version, then you don't need to add the ground almonds. So in they go. We mix them well again, and once it's all blended, all we need to do now is pop it in the freezer and leave it to set. Now this takes a little bit longer, so it will take around 55 minutes to an hour to set. So in the meantime, you can always make chocolate cocktails, and we'll do another recipe for that soon. I'm going to cover it with cling film and then just put it in the freezer. So it's about an hour in the freezer, and you want it to be quite, not too hard, but easy to roll. So I hope you can see that. And all we're going to do is roll the truffles. We've got our lovely baking cases. You can get these in the Starter, Master and Chico's kits. So we've got red and green ones for Christmas. So we're just rolling teaspoon size, up to you how big you make them. And then in the hazelnuts. So we'll do red ones for hazelnuts and green for coconut. So you do the coconut and I'll do too big. That's humongous. Yeah, perfect. Look how lovely and round. It looks really lovely in the case. Look, that is perfect. Wait, I'm going to show. This is me's perfect coconut truffle. With my, yeah, I know, it's so good. That is perfect.
I'm eating that one.
Yeah, we know which one it is there. So there we are. We've got 70 truffles that the lovely me and I made just now. And these are fantastic gifts. You don't freeze them, so they'll last for about 3 to 4 days. And they're really lovely to give to people as gifts when you come and visit, or just as a lovely Christmas treat. We've got lovely gift bags in our master kits, or you can buy them from us online, or just buy any gift bags that you find and pop them in. And we've got the love from stickers, so you can dedicate it, you can say what kind of truffles it is, and hand them, share the love. But before I share, I have to have one myself first. This is my favourite one. It's like a healthier version of the Ferrero Rocher. It's just lovely hazelnut raw chocolate truffle. So here we go. Amazing. It just melts in your mouth. It's so delicious. There we are. Our raw chocolate treats are ready to share. So here's my lovely one for me. There you go, me. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Me is the photographer, not me. So that's it.